Hey guys, welcome back. It is TechLock here, and today we are following up on the FEH Channel with the new banner that released last night for the new Halloween heroes that are coming out in, I believe, 2 days. Also, if you hear any background noise, there is a buttload of construction going on outside my house right now. I'm trying to be in the most remote part of my apartment, but still cannot escape this construction. This has been going on since like 7 a.m. this morning, so it's heavily irritating, but I can't really escape it. So hopefully it doesn't cause too much of an annoyance, and we'll get into these new Halloween heroes.
You want to know my favorite sweets? All of them. I like anything
So first up we have is Liana, and I did not expect her. I mean, I should have known all these special heroes. They don't just do normal infantry for the seasonal heroes. They always have to be something. She doesn't look armored, but she is armored, so another armored mage, kind of reminiscent of Henry on the first Halloween banner, who was the first ever armored mage. So
can eat.
Alright, so important thing to point out here is, again, we're going back to the seasonal theme of where we have a weapon that spans across most of the heroes and has the same effect. So this time we're going to get a little bit of a built-in, little bit worse Fury. So, or sorry, not a little worse Fury. It is literally a built-in Fury. So, grants attack speed, just basically the whole spectrum, +3, and after combat deals 6 points of damage to the unit. Just basically Fury built into the weapon. Not a bad weapon, to be honest. If you think about other A skills that have been built into weapons, this one probably is up there with the Swift Sparrow weapons and the Desperation weapons. So, not a bad weapon. Not the best weapon, but again, not too terribly bad, and you can put it on other units as well. So Iceberg, that would make sense. She is a armored mage, so high resistance would make a lot of sense on her. Bold Fighter, it used to be a premium skill, probably not as premium skill as it is anymore, but it's still a good skill. But that also leads me to believe that Liana will have low speed. Then we have Attack Res Gap, which is a new skill, as far as I am aware. At the start of turn, grants attack res +5 to ally with the highest attack res total for one turn. It's kind of like attack opening or speed opening, where it gives +6 attack to the person with the highest attack on the field. Like, I believe the unit that comes to mind is Legendary Eliwood, who has that. But this makes her a great support bot, especially if you're trying to put together a mage team. So attack res gap, put her with another armored mage, or put another mage that has high res and high attack. Ophelia might be a good candidate for that. So, all in all, I like her kit. Again, introducing of the weapon. We'll see that weapon effect on a couple other units in this banner. And then I think the real shining moment is the attack res gap, this new seal here. But we'll have to wait and see how the data mine turns out and see what her stats are to get a full grasp of what she is.
I'll harvest you.
The animations get just better and better for these weapons. I mean, I know they're not premium weapons, and you're not going to see the weapon animations all the time, but these new animations I think are really, really cool.
Today I'm La Rochelle, the Harvest Festival Princess of Fearless Beauty.
I have La Rochelle, my personal favorite on this banner, just because I am such a Sacred Stones fanboy, and her art looks amazing. Still kind of funny. In Sacred Stones, she joins as a troubadour, so obviously she can use magic, but only once she is evolved, or I guess evolved into a Valkyrie, or promoted into a Valkyrie. So it's funny how I have two magic using La Rochelle's, and we don't have a single staff using La Rochelle. I expect that all to be coming in the game soon, but I digress, and let's get back. Again, Madness Flask, it kind of goes with her Mad Scientist getup. I like that touch. And also, same weapon effect. It's Fury built into the weapon. And then you're going to see she has Rally Attack Speed Plus and Speed Res Ruse. Again, those have a great synergy between the passive and the Beast Lot skill here. So, again, to remind you, Speed Red Ruse is if a Rally or Sister skill is used, like the one she has, on either by the unit or targets the unit, so it goes both ways. It inflicts speed and res -5 and guard. That's the important part, and guard on foes in cardinal directions. I believe the first person who had this was Summer Ursula. And I remember if you use it properly, it actually is quite annoying for the opponent to deal with. So I would imagine giving your Swift Sparrow being a cavalry mage, pretty substantial attack, pretty substantial speed, probably a little bit less on probably very, very minimal defense, and res is probably average at best. Great unit. We'll have to see what the data mine comes and returns on. I don't think she's going to be game breaking in any way, but I just think she's cool just because I love the unit, and I think the artwork is fantastic. So not game breaking, not a tremendous kit right out of the bag here, but that's not what these seasonals are. These seasonals are just fun using units for more of a collecting edition,
The more candy I collect, the more I'll have to give to the little ones.
And now we have Dosla, who is essentially Lara Shell's retainer. He has an armored dagger unit. Armor makes sense. He's a berserker, but a dagger unit? Really? He primarily uses axes. I think he only uses axes and sacred stones. I don't know why they would give him a dagger. They could have maybe they had Halloween Dorcas, and they figured everyone had the free Halloween Dorcas. They already had a Halloween armored axe unit, so they didn't want to double up on that this year. But come on, I would prefer them to stay true to the game and his original iteration. I mean, I get it. They're not staying true as far as Halloween. We don't see a Halloween version of Dolza back in Sacred Stones, but it would be nice. He is an axe unit. He's a berserker. Don't give him a dagger. Daggers aren't even prevalent. They aren't even a unit type in Sacred Stones. So I was a little disappointed. I really wanted him to have an axe and be true to that, but we'll move on. Pumpkin in a box. So there's a lot of text there, but it's basically the same weapon effect. It gets Fury built into the weapon, and then just has the dagger debuffs. So defense res -7 on target and fills within 2 spaces after the space of the target through the next 2 actions. A rally attack defense plus. I guess this is critical for arena scoring. People like these attack defense plus skills or rally up skills just because they're the highest scoring skills you can get. So as far as that goes, that's pretty good. I would imagine that because of his weapon and because of rally attack defense plus, a lot of people might inherit those 2 skills because you can get rally attack from a 3-star Ray. So you could essentially inherit both Pumpkin in a Box and rally attack defense plus onto a Winter Celica. So I am imagining seeing a lot of Doslas foddered for Winter Celica, both armored dagger units, and we all know how effective Celica is. I would assume that Dosla might have better stats. We have to wait and see, even though Celica has tremendous stats as it is, but she's also free to play and much easier to +10 because you can use Grails instead of waiting for seasonal iterations of Dosla to pop up. AR defense, attack and defense 3. You know how I feel about those skills. They're basically useless for me. I don't see them. I don't see people foddering units for them. It's really not something that's truly going to revolutionize the game as much as IS wants it to. An Armor March, it's good C skill. Nothing more I can say about that. Not super excited about Dosla though, so keep going.
We're a father-daughter duo at your service.
At your service. All right.
Alright, so finally, the most awaited duo hero, Hector and Liana. Well, it's technically just Hector, but Hector with Liana. So he does not have on his Conjurer Curious, on his sword he does not have the Fury effect. What he has is effective against armored foes, which is great for an armored foe. Just thinking about how prevalent armored foes are in Arena Assault, even Aether Raids, a lot of armored foes, so effective against armor is always preferential. Grants attack +3, never a bad thing. If it is an odd number turn for foe, or if foe's HP is less than 100% at the start of combat, it grants attack, speed, defense, res +4. So that's a great skill because A, Conjurer Curious synergizes well with B slot skill, Odd Follow-Up, but also can trigger on even number turns. So it gives a little bit more consistency. And honestly, it's accounting for that first turn where everyone's HP is going to be at 100% unless you have a Duma with Upheaval. And then after that, they're assuming that you're trying to get damage. So second, third, fourth, fifth, you're dealing with foes whose HP is less than 100% at the start of combat. So effectively, Conjurer Curious could be effective on every... you could get that Spectrum buff on every single turn of combat. Bonfire, nothing new for Hector. We expect him to be a very slow armor unit with tons of defense, probably a little bit lower on the res size, but basically stat spread for high HP, high attack, high defense, and low res and low speed. So Bonfire makes a ton of sense with his high defense, just maximizing his damage output. Distant counter, it's Hector, the DC OG, so not surprised distant counters there. Odd follow-up, if you remember from my FEH Channel reaction trailer, I said it would be odd, follow-ups are guaranteed on an odd number of turns, but they have an added effect, which I didn't foresee, which makes it even better, that also on odd number turns, unit makes guaranteed follow-up attack, and the foe cannot make a follow-up attack. So it really turns the tide of a battle, especially against speedier foes. And then we have Hone Armor. Again, at the end of the day, any armor skill is good. Hector's going to fit really, really well into an armor emblem. You could honestly now make armor emblem Hector emblem. So, I mean, right now it would be obviously this duo here would play one of the premium units, even though we have a single merge or no merges. He's going to be better than most units in the game. Then you have Brave Hector. I mean, we've had so many copies of him floating around, or so many chances to get him. I would be surprised if no one has a copy of him yet, unless he just started the game within the past few months. Legendary Hector is actually extremely, extremely powerful. Having Vengeful Fighter, then Worry Fighter built into his weapon. So basically, it's having this effect. Unit makes guaranteed follow-up attack if unit is initiated upon, and foe cannot make a follow attack all the time. So, as you can see, there's similarities across all the Hectors here, and then, of course, Level Balance Hector might be the last Hector I throw in there, just with Berserker Armads. It's a lot of fun to use. So yeah, fantastic unit. I'm waiting for his stats to drop, see a data mine, because I know they're just going to be absolutely ridiculous. Yep, just showcasing the duo skills.
Get them, Father!
Look away, Liana.
Yeah, and then we also see Rolf there at the end. Rolf will be your Tempest Trial unit. Probably same thing. His bow will have the Fury effect on it. I would be surprised if it was anything else. Trying to wrap this up because that construction is hella annoying. Let's see. I blew through all my orbs doing my part 2 of Splendid Soiree, so that will come out soon. It's going to require a lot of editing. Definitely a fun video. So I promised you guys part 2, and I certainly tried my best to get more well, to get single iterations of Ishtar, single iterations at first, and then also more copies of Ishtar and Reinhardt. So that video will come out hopefully within a week or so after I get done with editing. And then this one, I'm definitely going to have to wait a little bit. I'm going to have to save up some orbs because I have like 5 orbs right now. Yeah, I used all of them. Guys, I have no self-control. I used all of them. So yeah, and obviously for Splendid Soiree, Reinhardt Ishtar, wanted red and green. On the Chosen Heroes, we wanted Fina and Nagi, red and green. On Thracer's banner, the best 2 colors, red and green. For these units, Hector and La Rochelle, red and green. There's a theme here. There is an absolute theme. Christmas colors are the best colors to summon on. That's all we care about is Christmas colors. I guess we're getting in the mood early this year. But all right, that's the banner. If it wasn't for La Rochelle, if it wasn't La Rochelle, if it was another unit from Radiant Dawn, I probably would not summon on this banner. But just because it's La Rochelle and I love Sacred Stones, and she's an awesome unit, I'm gonna have to save up some orbs and come back and revisit this banner probably towards the end. But I'm not worried about it. We have Harvest Festival. We have a lot of chances to get orbs here coming up. So let me know if you guys are summoning. Like I said, this could go 50-50. I can see a lot of people not summoning on it if they don't like the units. I can see a lot of whales are going to summon it just for the duo hero. And then a lot of people can summon on it because I know a lot of people like La Rochelle. I know I'm not the only one. So, yeah, let me know if you're going for it or not. Like I said, see it going 50 ways. People either skipping this banner or not. So let me know if you're going to summon, who you're going to go for. And with that, have a great day.